guys, Heidi back again. Somebody asked to see the inside of my van, so I thought I'll just do a mini tour. Here's what the outside looks like right now with my new door that I just built. Hey Arthur. Hi Arthur. Hi sweetie. What do you want? Oh. Alright, let's go inside here. Real quick on the outside. This is a thermal curtain I made using a bed sheet and an Aztec pattern blanket. I made it like a giant pillowcase. Here, you can go in. Here you go. Like a giant pillowcase, and I put Reflectix inside. So when I want to wash this, I can just pull the Reflectix out. Hey, sweet boy. All right, so let me do a quick 360 so you can see what it looks like. Kitchen. There's a floor cabinet that goes here. It's actually in the barn right now. Right over there. I'm sanding it. I'm in the process of building it. I built the frame for it a couple months ago, and I had it sitting in here, and now I've removed it because I'm going to finish it. I'm going to try to finish it today. Hopefully it gets done. All right, so this cabinet over here is for clothing storage with a little woven bins. This is the bed that I didn't make this morning. I was gonna make it. I guess I just didn't get around to it. This is my older cat, Vincent. Hey, buddy. Oh. This cat down here is Arthur. And this is my dog, Phoebe. And when we're out here on my friend's property working on the van, I just leave the doors open. They come and go as they please. They're all pretty well behaved. They don't wander off or anything. Alright, so here's the bed area. It's not finished. I'm getting pretty close to having this build done, but it's not quite finished. This is just a cool design I decided to make on the back wall for fun. This is kind of a geometric pattern. So I've got the window at the head of the bed, a window at the foot of the bed, and then I have this pass-through in the wall. And then that back door has a round window in it, so we can see out back. And I specifically made these chunky boxes around these windows, really wide, so the cats can climb up here and sit in the window, climb up there, sit in the window, climb up here, sit in the window. So that's the bed area. Please forgive me for not making the bed. I'm focused on my build right now, not keeping things super clean and neat. Although I did thoroughly clean this van 2 days ago. I got on my hands and knees and scrubbed the floor and cleaned everything really well. This cabinet I designed this specifically for all my electrical components. There's a lot of weight in this cabinet, which also helps to counterbalance the weight on this side of the van. So I've got a couple solar generators here. These bottom shelves I built for deep cycle batteries. And then the top part of the cabinet, which just has some jackets in it, that's eventually going to have a fuse box. It'll have the charge controller and all the wiring for solar panels that I'm going to have. That's my plan for the future for that. I wanted a dedicated cabinet that would be easy to access. I don't like the idea of having a bunch of things under the bed because I'm almost 60 years old and my back and, I don't want to be crawling on the floor. My knees are all messed up from years of work. I don't want to be crawling on the floor digging around for things. So I'm like, I'm going to have a dedicated cabinet that's easy to get to. I'm going to leave this part open where the generators are. Then the top of it's going to have a piece that fits here that's removable, and that the bottom section is also going to have a removable piece. They'll be magnetic. They'll be like, so if I need to get in here and fool around with my batteries, I can just pop it off, do what I need to do, slap it back on with magnets. Same thing with this. That's the plan. This is the outside of my mid-century modern door. It'll have this gorgeous fox on the top. It'll be framed out with cedar. And then this middle section here that's kind of wide, I'm going to have acrylic stained glass. Autumn leaves, because that's kind of what I wanted to put there. I'm going to have a little fox and some autumn leaves. Then on the inside of the door, I made it to look more like an old-fashioned farmhouse door, screen door. It's more simplistic. And then at the bottom, I have the chicken wire to keep my dog and my cats from messing up the screen. Yeah, and this door easily comes apart, so the screen can be changed out if need be. All right, so then just a couple other little details. Door, So now when I go camping, I have this great screen door. I can open up the van and leave it open and be sitting at the campsite with the fire going, and my animals won't be able to get out if I don't want them to get out. I got my door finally. All right, so up here above the cab, this was already here when I bought the van, obviously, this plastic piece. I turned this into a cat bed, but it's also a clothing store. There's little nylon bags with clothes in here. And then I have these cute little rechargeable lanterns. All the lights in my van are rechargeable. I have these cute little lanterns up here. I've got these lights on the ceiling. They're rechargeable. They're magnetic. You just pull them down to recharge them and then slap them back up here. I've got lights underneath this cabinet where my kitchen will be, so I can see when I'm cooking and doing dishes. I have another one of these rechargeables here. And then back here in the bed area, I wanted to make it more ambient, cozy. So I put these really cute lanterns back here. And I got these really cool coat hooks. They're maple and they're painted to look like birds. So I have a lantern on this side of the bed, at the head of the bed. And then I have another lantern here at the foot of the bed. It's a yellow chickadee and a blue jay. There's going to be wooden cabinets up here, here, and here. And they will look similar to this one. Let me back up a minute so you can see. So, kitchen area. These are 110 appliances. I have an air fryer, a mini fridge. And then I have this DIY toilet that I made, which is just a camp toilet seat, a urine diverter, and a bucket. That stays under here. Pull it out when I need it. And I put this bar on here so it can be a squatty potty. So, kitchen, backsplash, cabinet, clothing storage. There's more storage under the bed. There's a lot of storage under the bed. And I actually have duffel bags under here right now with clothes and stuff, electric blankets, whatnot. This is a little stool I made for my dog so she could get on the bed because she's very, very old and has a hard time. Cat clock. Very important. What van is complete without a cat clock? I put this little shelf in over here to complement the kitchen because my kitchen cabinet is so small. It's only 3 feet across. So this just gives me an extra prep space over here. I was thinking about building this up into like a kind of like a desk type deal with maybe a drawer here. Right now I just have a dedicated space for the animal food and their water bowl. And screen door. That's it, guys. That's the quick mini tour. I love it. I feel like it's starting to come together now. There's a lot of trim that has to go in here still. A lot of touching up of paint. This whole door needs polyurethane, you know. The ceiling isn't completed. This is, I put in foam board insulation up here. And then I put this Luan in. But this is more of an underlayment. Then it's going to have beautiful cedar boards going all the way across the ceiling long ways like this. Cedar and pine. And then once all that's done, I do believe most of the build will be finished. Then it'll just be a matter of installing electrical, finishing up the solar, getting a, I don't know, water pump, water heater type deal going on in here. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's going to be some other little details later on. But that's pretty much it. I just got a new quilt. It's paisley. Olive green. Anyhow, that's it. That's my update. Alright, let me get back to working on this cabinet. Yeah, I built this cabinet. Hey, baby. Hello. I built this a couple months back. Framed it out and everything, but I just haven't had time to finish it up. I'll have a bunch of time. I'm basically on vacation this week from work. So I got these 2 large drawers that are going in, and I got these 2 small ones. This pretty wallpaper I put in here. I love that wallpaper. That is so me. Alright, talk to y'all later. Bye!